Yo, got a Materiactor deck for you. Since the reveal of the new support, this is one of the only decks they've made that I actually thought looked interesting or fun to play. Unfortunately for this deck, that means it's pretty much unplayable at the competitive level. You're basically playing Goblin Biker, but you take out your rainbow wig and your red rubber clown nose and you start honking it at your opponent. So, starting things off with 3 Zept Wing. It summons for free if you control a Materiactor card, including the continuous spell. On summon, it adds any Materiactor card from deck, and then either adds or specials a level 3 vanilla from your grave. This is the best card in the deck, and it is absolute cinema. 3 copies of Materiactor. This card can activate in hand to pitch another card, search a level 3 vanilla from deck or grave, accept the card you pitched, and then special himself. He's also Colute for any rank 3s. Not once per turn, and it's 1500. Then I'm on 2 normal monsters. These are not the correct normal monsters to play. You want this Fire Fiend guy, and Chosen by the World Chalice specifically. The Fire Fiend is the only non-dark level 3 normal legal in the TCG to summon off Tour Guide, and Chosen is the only non-pendulum psychic normal to summon off E-Telly. It's actually extremely relevant that whatever normal you play isn't light or dark, because I lost a game getting bestialed on my fucking Hunter Dragon. Then 3 Terratop and Takatomborg, 3 Tour Guide, a Goblin Biker engine of Grand Entrance, Doug, Mean Merciless, and Boom Mock. I don't love having to play these cards on the deck, but they are 100% mandatory. They offer so much extension and even board-breaking capabilities that you just kind of have to play them. A Wielder, Tracker, and 3 E-Telly. There are some wacky plays where you can kinda search these to your hand by going like E-Telly summon this guy and the continuous spell add attached cards from your Xyz to hand, and you can special him with his own effect later. Speaking of the continuous spell, 3 Materiactor Meltdown. This card fuels the whole gimmick of the deck, which is whenever your Xyz monsters use effects, you can attach the top card of your deck to a Materiactor you control. And its other effect is you excavate the top 6 from your deck, add a Materiactor if there is one, then you can add an attached Xyz material from a rank 3 you control to your hand and place the rest of the excavated cards on top in any order. The card kind of allows you to search anything in your deck in like a really goofy meme way. And the fact that it stacks on top is very relevant for making sure you get exactly what you want under your Xyz, or you can stack what you want to draw off of the Xyz armor guy, or if you're feeling really spicy, you can play Gallus the Star Beast and get guaranteed hits for it. And you can summon 2 Gallus off fucking Rescue Cat. Dude, the OCG was cooking with this deck. The attach effect is also not once per turn at all, so if you're winning really hard, you could deck yourself out. Then I'm on 3 traps, Full Armored Xyz, Virtue Stream, and Materiactor Critical. Virtue Stream is a searchable pop 2 by blowing up a fish, sea serpent, or aqua you control. It also has a protection effect for water Xyz monsters, which Materiactors are. Are both of them? Okay, it's only Exegard, never mind. Critical is an Omni-Negate counter trap activated by adding an Xyz material attached to a Materiactor to your hand, and then depending on what type of card you added to your hand, it does a little bonus thing. Monster being the only drawback that makes you put a card in your hand on the bottom of deck. The design team was like, careful guys, the deck's getting a little too good. Then the rest of the deck is 9 level 3 monster hand traps and a copy of Talents. This should be Gigidra. I don't have him yet in the mail. Deck is totally playable without him, though. For the extra deck, 2 copies of Exegard. This is a rank 3 that detaches a material to either summon a Materiactor monster or add a Materiactor spell trap from deck. Then its second effect is if your opponent normal or specials a monster, you can add 2 cards attached to him to your hand, including a Materiactor card. Then if you have a normal in your grave, he's a non-targeting bounce in that effect. So normally you end up adding like a hand trap plus Zepta Wing for follow-up. Gigaboros gains 500 attack and defense for every card in your hand. He can detach to attach a Materiactor from deck, so if you have him plus the continuous spell, he's kinda searching a guy from deck. Then during the opponent's main or battle phase only, he has a quick effect, add a card attached to this to your hand. So you could stack the fuck out of him, and then you could like add 1 card. He's one of the older ones, you gotta give him a break. Gabonga. Le Virtue Dragon. This searches Virtue Stream, and it has another effect to, like, swap Xyz materials from one to another, which is genuinely good in this deck. It's another Xyz effect you're activating, triggering the continuous spell, attaching another card from deck, while putting more materials on your Materiactor that could potentially get back later. He's pretty good. The Xyz armor, guys. Main thing to note here is that this is Aqua, so Virtue Stream is live if you can get to this. So if you just open the Virtue Stream normally, you don't have to go for Virtue Dragon. Fortune Tune for making Zeus easier to make against certain decks. Breaksword is somehow still the best rank 3 removal. Please God, make something new. Grampulse, same problem. Full Armored Utopic Ray Lancer, I was mainly playing for his negate effect. I thought it might come up against something, I don't know. Downerd, Zeus, and SP to finish off the extra deck. Now for a combo. So the combo, 1 tour guide, 4 blanks. You don't need any discards at all for any of this. I'm just showing you how many cards you'd have left when it was all over. So normal tour guide effects, summon Mean Merciless. It is better to summon the Fire Vanilla if you have it. It doesn't really change the combo much at all. You just end up with like a tiny bit more follow-up. Overlay these two into Gabanga. Gabanga will add Doug. Activate Doug, detaching Mean Merciless. Summon, effect a search, add this. Activate, which will add, and then resolving it, detach this to summon this guy. Then you overlay these for Exiguard. Exiguard effect, detaching specifically Boomhawk. Summon Zeptwing from deck. You could go for the continuous spell instead here if you were in a gambling mood. It is better if you hit, but you gotta hit. Zeptwing will add the Omni-Negate Counter Trap. No More the Reborn here, that's where the combo kind of changes, but it works out the same anyway. Next we go Boomhawk Effect, which will detach from this guy to summon. And then overlay these two for a copy of Le Vocio Dragon. Add Virtue Stream. Then using the Goblin card, Grand Entrance, detaching this, we can add a Goblin Biker from Grave. Then we will activate Mean Merciless, detaching this to summon him. He will activate on field, summon a Goblin Biker from hand, summon Doug. The zones, I'm kind of just putting them wherever, it doesn't really matter. Xyz Armor Torpedo, free bonus draw, could be literally anything, I'm just going to put it here. Then Xyz Armor Fortress, effect a search for this guy, full armored Xyz, and this is going to be the end board. So there's nothing attached to your Exiguard, but ideally you would have had some kind of extender, something else. Usually you would end up with at least this guy as material, but hopefully you got to the continuous spell and you pop the fuck off and he has 40 hand traps attached to him and he's gaming. But yeah, this is, you end up with a 5-card hand. I totally didn't stack this. It's definitely random cards, trust me. So you have Sword Soul Blackout, basically. Target this guy, pop 2. If this guy gets removed, this guy can turn into an Aqua with this guy. I don't know if he's here, he's not. This guy would go on top of him. And then you have the Omni-Negate Counter Trap, which actually isn't live. You know what? I just realized that. It's not live. So, yeah, you need the normal for this to actually be good. But yeah. The combo with the normal guy is you just end up with him under there. So it makes the board actually work. So just pretend that that was the same. Instead of searching for this guy with this card, you just go for Mean Merciless instead. So you end up with the same board, it's just this would happen instead. So you do actually need the Fire Vanilla, that's disgusting. It could be any Fiend level 3 normal, but the Fire one is the best one. But what this board is, Suction, you equip this guy as material after you summon him by banishing this. He sucks it up. Every time you use an Xyz effect, Gabanga can trigger to suck another thing up. The Omni-Negate will add this back for follow-up. This is pop 2. Then you have a little goofy battle or card destruction protection from that. Then if it passes back to you, Boom Mock would be live again, I believe. And then you have... these are actually insane against Xyz decks for follow-up. So there you go. That is basically the combo. Now I will try and do a test hand that isn't rigged. Look who showed up, by the way. There he is. Alright, for this test hand, I did a couple, and I was like, I don't know, I kind of want to make some changes to the deck real quick. So these are... I added a Cicada King and took out Fortune Tune, and I added in 2 copies of Ghost Belle. That was it. That was the only changes. So, what do we got? Terror Top, Tour Guide, Boom Mock, Ogre. I swear to God I did not plan this. Special effects. There's an Xyz monster in my deck. Are there any others? Nope, just that one. Okay. Oh, Terror Top, where are you? Where is he? Tagatomborg, I mean. Whoops. Special overlay. Where is Jabonga? Gabonga effect. Get Doug. I'm gonna end up with this. I'm gonna end up with this. And I'm gonna end up with... Mean Merciless. So, add this. Effect of this. Detach. Special. Effect. Get this. Activate. Add. Detach. Special. Effect. Special. Not playing around any hand traps at all, by the way. Just playing the deck. I'm just clicking the buttons. Overlay these 2, I guess. It doesn't really matter, I don't think. 4 Exiguard. Exiguard effect, detaching this. Sure. And do I get the spell, or should I be... Yeah, we'll get the spell, it's fine. If you pretend like it will never miss, it will never miss. Not possible that it doesn't hit Zeptowing, right? What else do I want to do with this hand? Let's just use Boom Mock. Let's just get another Xyz on the field and try and get some of the bricks out of the deck. So, I'll activate Meltdown here, and then I'll overlay for Virtue Dragon. Virtue Dragon effect search for Virtue Stream. Add this. And now Meltdown will attach the top card of the deck to Exiguard. It is Zeptowing. Okay, well, Meltdown officially will always hit. Now I could do a wacky little funny thing, but I don't know if I should. It could potentially make the deck just worse. So, I'm just gonna use Meltdown now. And we'll go look at the top 6. One more. We hit Zeptwing and another Meltdown. So I'll add this, and how do I want to stack it? Does the stacking matter, first of all? I could guaranteed get something under the Exiguard, so it does matter, actually. I could get two hand traps under him, guaranteed. I guess that is fine. So I'll put the Ash on top. And then I will add this to hand, and then I will activate the second Meltdown and activate Le Virtue Dragon, target, and I will attach this to him. Effective Meltdown. Attach these 2 hand traps to my boy. Now I will normal summon Tour Guide effect. Pretend that this is the Fire Vanilla Fiend. Now I will overlay these 2 for Yeah, it's unfortunate. I don't think I could set up the guaranteed draw of any card in your deck. But it's okay. Xyz Armor Torpedo. Torpedo effect. Detach. Draw 1. Effect. Okay. All 3 hand traps are under this. I guess there's 4 now. But I have Ogre in hand. Okay, and then I will overlay for this. Xyz Armor Fortress, effect, detach, search for the trap. Full armored Xyz. It's getting a little risky. I'll just go 1 meltdown on this. Don't hit the trap. There's actually no reason at all to use this, so it's a little risky. But I'll go Zeptwing now. Because we control a Materiactor card he can summon, and then he will search for critical. And then reborn this guy. And then... God damn, this deck has a lot of gas. Holy mother of Jesus. Gigaboros, I guess. You could make something else instead, but whatever, it's fine. And then we could go Gigaboros effect if we want to put more stuff on more stuff, and I guess that's fine. Yeah, that's alright. Gigaboros effect, detach to attach from deck. A copy of Kalut. And then this could be big, 1, 2, target. Ooh, very nice. It hit a hand trap. We have now officially got 2 hand traps off of the Xyz monsters. Huge. Yeah, I mean, you could continue popping off if you had space on your board to do so, but this is kind of it. You could maybe go Gabonga. That's fucking super cope. That's so dumb. It's fine. I'll just show it off. After you use Gigaboros, you could go Gabonga in this chain link. You go 1, 2, 3 or something to suck this guy up. Just for board space. Very, very silly. And then you could go Mean Merciless, detach from whatever. Summon this guy. Special tracker, overlay these 2. For the newly added Cicada King. Does he have to be in attack or defense? I don't remember how this card works. Okay, so it's fine in defense. And this is gonna be the end board. 1, 2, 3. There you go. That's it. And then I think all the Goblin Bikers got used. Yeah. You could add one of these to your hand, I guess, for follow-up if you wanted. Where is he, actually? Yeah, we'll get Doug to the hand just for fun for next turn. And the end board is you have an Omni Negate that will add back probably one of these hand traps, probably Ghost Spell or something. Then you would have to put a card on your hand from... Just put this on the bottom or something. So we use that. We have a effect veiler basically, so that's used. We have this can add 2 and bounce a card. So you would add back the hand traps you don't, the hand trap you don't have, and a Materiactor card. So now you have Mourner, Belle, Ogre, and then Gigaboros during the main phase can add Ash back. So now you would have 4 hand traps and a starter for your turn. Plus this guy is something, he's not bad. He can remove Xyz material off like the DDD and threaten him. But then you have Pop 2 by popping this guy after you've used his effect, who can suck monsters up by banishing this and equipping this. And then Gabonga can suck stuff up, and then, yeah, these will be popping the fuck off the whole time, so you would have a bunch of shit under here for later. And yeah, that is an example of what you could do with this deck. Thanks for watching!